You're welcome once again. So I want you to pay close attention to this stage. What I'm going to show you here is the unit and drawing limit. So see this interface, the model, this workspace is likely to be your board. Assume you want to draw, you place your paper on your drawing board. So this is a wide drawing board for you, and you need to set your limits. Once you place a paper on your drawing board, then you have set a limit. Even the paper is going to have border. So the same thing is what you are going to do here. Let's open the grid so that you will be able to know what we are talking about. See this grid now, it's like a guide, like the only space you have to make your drawings, and you can see it's very small. So it means you have to set. Now for you to set your drawing limit, the system for it to recognize the number you are going to be pressing, then you have to set your units. Click on format menu, the drop down menu that comes to see units, then select millimeter. That is what I've told you before that you are going to be using in this training. So we are now on the units now. As you can see the command line, you see units, it means we have performed the unit, and if you right click you will see repeat units. Now look at it, you now set your drawing limit. Now drawing limit from format again to drawing limit. Once this one come out, you need your keyboard, then you press enter. You select drawing limit, press enter immediately, enter, then specify your upper right corner. I'm going to be using 100,000 mm. So 100,000 mm is enough for me. Whatever thing I want to draw is enough for me to contain it. Then comma, which means you are going to separate it with comma 100,000. That is my drawing limit. Are you getting it? Now press enter now at this stage. Then look at the grid line. The grid line makes me to understand that the drawing limit I set is now effective. So when you are doing this on the grid line, for you to be sure what you are doing is effective, and then now zoom, enter, all, enter. It has shrink your page for you. It doesn't affect your 100,000 mm. It doesn't affect it. It only compresses it so that everything you want to do is within your reach. Imagine 100,000 sets on a board. You know how long it's going to be. So if you are not careful, your ruler may not be long as that. So for you to work conveniently, you have to compress it. That's the same thing I did here. So let's test it. Let's assume I wanted to draw a line on the auto, because of the nature of keyboard and mouse I'm using. I want to draw a room like 3,600 mm. Enter. You see, that is 3,600 there to this place. Now 3,600 to this angle, 3,600 to this angle. Enter. You see now 3,600, and press cancel. So 3,600 is as tiny as this. Don't forget, in our units, when we are in the last module, we discussed something like how many asbestos makes a room. I will say it's 9, 3 and 3 down, 3 at the middle. So this is exactly what we are talking about. When I zoom it, you see the grid line, how they appear. So this is to tell us that there is nothing you want to draw that you won't be able to draw. There is nothing you want to draw that you won't be able to draw. So you have the zoom, you have the palm. Palm can help you to push your paper from one side to the other, I'm using the terms paper for you to understand that it's the same way on the drawing board. It's whatever you know in real life is what you are going to put down, so don't be deceived. Okay, so let's call the unit a day like that, the drawing unit.